Graham, you came from quite a journey to be here today. Where are you coming from?
I came from Nottingham, England to be with you today.
Wow. How many hours was your flight?
It was an 8-hour flight. It wasn't too bad.
Nice. What made you come from such a distance far away to be here with us?
Well, we'd made contact and I was very intrigued with what 8 billion Innovations was doing, and I wanted to be part of it. I felt that we could help each other to achieve what we're trying to achieve. What
was it about this particular TV show that you wanted to be part of?
Well, clearly the opportunity to be exposed in front of the television cameras to an audience around the world is very attractive. We have a technology which I'd like to make known to many, many more people in the world, because I believe that the technology has a remarkable ability to help people live a healthier, happier life.
Why do you do what you do?
I've often pondered that as well. I can start answering it by going back to 2003. At that time, I was single again, and after a couple of experiences, I'd sworn that I would never again have anything to do with a woman. But one day, in the very beginning of 2003, I put on the computer, a very beautiful woman, her picture appeared in front of me. I was quite impressed. It took 6 weeks to date the lady, and she came to live with me 6 weeks later, so we hit it off. But now you're wondering, what the hell is he talking about? Well, she brought with her a technology which she'd known about in Russia, because she was an ophthalmic surgeon by training and had worked for 10 years in Russia. And if she'd been one more year in Russia, she'd have been at the consultant level. So when she came to the UK, she looked at the opportunity to work as an ophthalmic surgeon, but strange as the political situation is, despite the fact that she was working at such an advanced level, she was not allowed to work as an ophthalmic surgeon. She would have had to been trained by people who were, for 4 or 5 years, by people who were not working at the same level as she was. So she knew of the Stranic technology and decided she would turn her attention to that. And that was in 2001, 2002, before she met me. And so she became trained. And when we set up house together, we decided to set up a company to specialize in this technology, basically to see what it would do, because we had no idea where this was going to take us. But by 2006, we'd realized that this was a special technology, that we were diagnosing people with conditions and they were getting confirmed by doctors at a later date. We even had cases where the doctors had sworn that the diagnosis was inaccurate, yet subsequently was proven to be accurate. Similarly, we were seeing therapeutic outcomes which were just extraordinary. So we had every belief that we were playing with a technology which was quite special. And that really says why I'm here now.
You can read here in your story that every piece of step you took, you have a lot of courage. And I feel that the world really showed that there's a lot of value for what you do. And that just really made you determined.
Every day, every year that goes by, there's a greater and greater demand for this technology, because the world cannot afford to pay for healthcare at the levels that it's paying at the moment. There is a demand for healthcare to be provided much more cheaply, but also much better than is being provided. Every single pound or dollar that we spend on healthcare is a dollar that cannot be spent in other industries. There's only so much to go around. So if we can make a distinct saving in the amount that we pay for healthcare, we can improve people's lives, we can put more money in their pockets, and we can reduce their taxes.
Sure. You've presented a lot to different investors, to groups, individuals, and so on. What are some learnings you've had from all your presentations?
I'm still learning. We've had a lot of disappointments. People have rightly pointed out limitations of what we're doing. There are things that we recognize that would help us to make progress. For example, if we had representation on the board of directors by recognized academic or clinical figures. Unfortunately, we've not been able to secure much support there. The most eminent supporter we've had Professor Parvez was formerly the head of the CNRS neuroendocrine unit in France, but he's now retired. Although he has told me that if we pay for his flights and accommodation, he's prepared to, when necessary, to assist us. But there are, we just keep going. And I think that's the one thing that we've learned. If you believe in something, keep going. I think if I look back, maybe if I'd known after 14 years that I still wouldn't have made the breakthrough, that I wonder whether I would ever have started. But anyway, that's a bit too late to worry about that.
Awesome. Thanks so much for being here.